Howdy, and welcome back to Celebrating Vintage Model Kits. Today we got a combo kit from Airfix. This is a kit of the LCM 3, which is a landing craft mechanized, and the Sherman tank, in this case the Sherman Mark 1, and it's an 00 scale, which translates to 1/76 scale. This kit was, this particular boxing is from 1973. The original issue of it was in 1966. The kit number is 03301-9, and it was boxed many times throughout the years, all the way up to 2019 is the most recent issue of it. So let's take a look at this, see what we got. And so you've got nice artwork on the cover of a Sherman being put on a beach that's being fought over by the LCM. And I'm not sure if this is a Roy Cross artwork or not. I was not able to determine if this was his work. Airfix did employ a couple of other artists besides Roy Cross, so it's possible this could be somebody else. On the side, we've got some of their other kits, refueling set for the RAF, Panzer IV. And this is still a taped together, or taped closed box. End cap's got a cropped image from the top. Your box number, category, made in England. Some more information on the side here. Some additional kits, tank transporter, and suggestions for paint to use for the kit, which is nice that they included that on the side. And the other box ends the same. And there's the bottom of your box. So let's take a look at what we've got inside. So see the tape is still on here. So it looks like we got some decals here. And an instruction sheet. This is on a kind of a thin, slick paper. An interesting arrangement for it. So here you got some information about the LCM, both in English and in French, and I think German as well too. Then also information on the Sherman tank, general instructions, things to look for, glue, not to glue. And then let's look at the actual construction. So putting the LCM together first. It's fairly simple. And here's the wheelhouse, and then all the fittings. And the final fittings, and it looks like you do get a crewman, a couple of crewmen, and the propellers. Then you get your Sherman tank, starting with the suspension. Glue that onto the body. And finish it out with the detail pieces and the treads. And then there's your painting instructions for your Sherman and LCM. Let's see what we got in here. We got the typical thing that would come with Airfix, little advertisements for their stuff, but also if you're missing a part, you can send in for it. Looks like the treads, these treads are made of rubber, and the rubber was deteriorated. The body of the LCM actually was laying on top of this and cut these grooves into it, and it's now stuck to this piece of paper. So if you're going to be building this, you're going to have to get yourself a new set of treads. And then here we've got decals. Oops, where'd the other one go? There we go. We got two sets of decals. Got one for the LCM, number 610. These will be yellowed pretty good. You have to get a good bath in the sunlight. Maybe bring them back up to usability. And then we've got set for the tank. Was not able to locate a photograph of this particular tank, but it is a Sherman Mark I. The Sherman Mark I was the British equivalent to the standard US M4, and it's the first production, or the earliest production model of it. This was the plate hole version of the Sherman. So here we have the basic hull for the LCM, all in one piece. Makes it nice. And let's look at the LCM parts first. So you've got your landing ramp, a lot of ejector pin marks. I guess this would probably get glued in here, so those ejector pin marks would get covered. But you do have a little bit of pin marking on the grate there, which is a little annoying. Some sinking in the surface. Some more fitting parts. There you get your crew. Crew guys aren't too bad. Kind of different poses. Yeah, those crew guys are pretty good. And additional fitting parts. Some more fitted parts. Here's the walls of your LCM. Looks like must be the outside. There, no. Yeah, there's the outside. Here's the inside. And what else we got? Looks like maybe the floor. Oops, that came off. Yeah, that looks like the floor. Some more fittings. And finally the top deck. Does have a reinforcing piece in the middle. Have to remove that. And one other little piece here. Looks like part of the wheelhouse, maybe. It's there. Now let's take a look at the Sherman. It's pretty small. It's a 1/76 scale. A lot of molded on features. The Sherman tank kit itself dates all the way back to, I think it was 1961, I think was the first issue of this, as a standalone Sherman Mark I kit. So it shows a little bit of its age. But not too shabby. It's got a lot of nice little details. Of course, you have to detail paint all of those in place. And you've got the bottom of the hull, which actually has some features on it. Get your turret. Not too badly done for a 61 kit. And lots of suspension and bogey parts. Wheels. Looks like your main gun there. That would have been a 75mm gun on the Mark I. Some additional fittings. Wheels. And the side plates. Now it looks like we've ended up with two turrets. Interesting. So that's about it. Not a whole lot to these two kits. This pairing, as I mentioned, was issued many times by Airfix. The only other issue that I could see on it was there was a Japanese issue by, I'm going to probably butcher this, but Tsukuda Hobby in 1988. Otherwise, these were all issued by Airfix. The LCM was used in a couple other issues paired with some other vehicles. And of course, then the Sherman Mark I by itself was issued several times separately as well too. But the LCM was not, as far as I could see, was not issued by itself. It was always paired with something. So if you want to get an LCM, you're going to get some sort of vehicle with it when you're making it. So that's about it. Not a whole lot additional things for me to show you on it. If you built this kit, of course, let us know about it in the comment section. If you've still got it in your collection, the usual, send some pictures in of it so we can include it in on one of the next viewer build videos. And we'll finish out with some images of the other issues from Airfix. The last issue of it was 2019, reboxed into the vintage classics, and then reusing this original box art. This box art was used also for the original 66 issue, this one, and then a few other times it would pop up here and there throughout the years. And then the current, or the most recent 2019 vintage classics goes back to using this original box art. So that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed something a little different here. And thanks for watching, and have yourself a great day.